Hey everybody, this is a video response to Kim at Kimbo Kreations. She has a birthday challenge. She just wants you to send her a birthday card, any style, whatever you wanted. I don't know how much I love this, but this is what I made. I don't know, it seems a little crazy. I went crazy with the embossing pattern. That's what I did because I love embossing pattern. The other day my daughter was standing in the embossing pattern section of Michael's and she says, "Mom, you really don't need more embossing powder." Well, yeah, I've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 embossing powders. I kid you not. So anyway, I had fun making the card, and there it is. So let's just start with the stamp. The stamp that I used is this one, and it's a unity stamp. It's, let's see if you can kind of see it. I just got it in the mail a couple days ago. It's a hot air balloon. It doesn't like to focus on shiny stuff. I love hot air balloons, kind of collect them. They're like one of the, one of the things. I love butterflies and hot air balloons and birdhouses and dragonflies and, these things. Every time I see one, I can't stop. I just buy it. So I have this hot air balloon stamp, and I love the little flowers. It's very springy. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay because you can just use it in a different way. So, so I stamped it 3 times. This is like some Stampin' Up! Cardstock, and I stamped the balloon 3 times, and then if you can kind of see, there you go. I re-stamped the top of it on 3 different papers from this collection. Let's see if we can get it to focus now. Come on. There we go. Something about hands helps it. I bought this yesterday. I love this. I got it from Michael's. It's a brand new. It's called Boho or Bohemian, and I love it. And so I'm already using it up, which I feel happy. I feel happy that I'm using it up. There's a joy in my heart about using it up, but it's part of their new spring line. So I cut this background paper from that, and then I edged it in. I have some embossing powder from Recollections that's sort of like the Frontage from Stampendous. It's a copycat type thing. And so this is antique gold, and I just, put the embossing powder around the outside. And then in here, what I embossed the top parts of the balloons with is another embossing powder, and I think it's called Antique Rose, Vintage Rose or something like that. But basically it has pink and white and silver and gold in various sizes mixed together. And this is some really chunky embossing powder that you have to heat from the bottom. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. You have to heat from the bottom, or literally the chunks will fly off of your paper and you'll lose like half of your embossing powder. So it's really chunky and has a lot of different colors in it. So I think it's prettier in real life probably than it is on the screen. On the screen it just looks kind of messy, but I like it. And then this is just some sorry, seam binding type ribbon stuff that I got at the thrift store for practically nothing, and it's such a pretty color. And so yeah, I know that fibers and ribbons aren't in style right now, but I love them. And then this little happy birthday stamp might be Stampin' Up! I don't know, quite frankly. At some point, especially with most of my early stamps, I just divided them up. I unmounted them from their wooden blocks, and I sorted them by content. So all of my birthday stamps are together in one CD case. And this little dragonfly is just some probably Studio G clear cheapo stamp. I have a whole collection of these kind of really cheap stamps, and they're all just And this isn't even the start of the collection. But anyway, that stamp is right there. Right there. And I'm pretty sure it's probably Studio G. It was the kind that you used to be able to get it, you used to be able to get these for $1 at Joann, and then I think Joann stopped carrying them, and sometimes I can find them at the Craft Warehouse, but even they have stopped carrying them. I don't know whether Studio G stopped making them or what, but I like them. I think they're kind of fun and they're cheap, and I tore one in half tonight and I didn't even cry about it because it was, you know, not a very fancy stamp. So anyway, so this label came out of the collection and I just stamped happy birthday, and then I used leaf green archival ink to stamp it several times in green in the background, and then I just put the black, and all the black is stamped with VersaFine ink because that's my favorite stamping ink. Any questions? Oh, and I went ahead and stamped the actual thing in VersaFine inside so that Kim could actually see what the real stamp looks like, because it's hard to see the details of the stamp on there, but you know, it's nice to know what it exactly looks like. So there you go, Kim. This is the card that I've created for your birthday. It's probably not quite as fabulous as some of them you've gotten, but you know, it's what I could make tonight. So hopefully you like it, and I'll send this off as soon as possible. If you need information about Kim's challenge, just go down below and I will give you a link so that you too can participate in this wonderful birthday challenge. Have a great night.